store. She stopped by this huge Sam Sulek looking cottage, which ends up being a whole room of insect furniture with the other mother waiting for her.
Nah, why the cartwheel shit that, bro? God.
Coraline is just one of those.
All right. Oh, beauty. Coraline. I love Coraline so much. That movie was oh, beautiful, bro. I love it so much, bro. I remember my cousin had this movie on repeat. We had the TVs in the back. She knew damn near every line to the movie. She could have been in the fucking movie herself. No other kids movies is doing it like Coraline. I'm sorry. None.
This movie is extremely memorable. The first time I watched it, I was in the 3rd grade. And I'm not gonna lie to you, much like everything else back then, I didn't know what was going on. I loved every
exactly. You don't know what the fuck was going on.
The Alice in Wonderland vibe.
The
character.
The characters. Boy, I remember. Replay. Pause. Replay. That was yes, sir, boy.
It was just perfection. There was one thing that I didn't like about it back then. One thing that I actually love about it now. The big reason this movie's so popular. That's how scary it is. You see, this isn't your average run-of-the-mill scary movie. This isn't Rent is Due Tomorrow scary, telling your crush you like them scary, or even that kind of scary. This is...
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much. Why you do this, bro? What the fuck?
Creep. From beginning to end, this movie
man.
out and contemplating why you even watched it, especially the ending. That it gets weird. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going over by far one of the most terrifying movies in existence. So grab your popcorn, get your favorite stuffed animal, and try not to. So the first thing we open up.
Stop, bro. Come on, man.
Looking doll being made by a mysterious hand. Ooh,
oh my god, I hate this nigga,
and then we
bro.
see it get sent off into space or sky. I don't know how this works. And they're probably wondering, who is that hand? And to that I say, why would I tell you, dummy? Then we cut to this beautiful home called
fucking
the
dummy.
Palace Apartments. It's located deep in the mountains, in the middle of nowhere. And oh my goodness, does it suck. Look how great it is. No joke, this is how it feels to live in New York. They got a blue Russian man.
Nigga live in New York. Ew.
Lady
fucking rats and shit. My boy, he live in New York.
Look, she even got the stair elevator thing. You know, that thing. We see a family moving in who are clearly not that good of people. Either that or they're broke, because they gave the mover a freaking $1 tip. What are you supposed to do with that? Buy in Arizona? And this is the family of no other than Coraline, our main character. He has blue hair, likes to explore, and honestly can make a lot better decisions. Y'all gonna see. But she's 11 years old, so I
can't judge her too much.
We see her get scared by this harmless little black cat. Like, so relatable. Then we see her meet the only other kid in this movie. Well, the only other kid that we see a lot. Why were you born Wiley? Which is a hideous name. Your mommy and daddy definitely don't love. He tells Coraline that his granny owns the Pink Palace, and normally she doesn't rent to people with kids, which is very suspicious if you ask me. Why were you born runs home and Coraline gets a rash on her hand. Then we cut back to Coraline's home where she's bored out of her mind. And this is where we meet Coraline's parents, who when I was younger, I thought were terrible parents. But nah, they're just trying to put money on the table and Coraline is constantly bored. They are struggling. That explains why they gave bro a $1
that was me.
Tip.
What?
They can't even afford to give. They are struggling.
Oh, what? What?
That explains why they gave bro a $1 tip. They can't even afford to give him a $2 tip. Like, look at the mom. She literally has a neck brace on because he got into a car accident on the way up there. So you know that cost him some money. Then look at this fridge. Tell me, what are you gonna make in there? And then finally, the dad.
Make
Look
a sandwich.
At this man. He looks like he just stayed up all night editing a freaking Netflix documentary. Anyways, Coraline gets a blue doll sent to her by YB, and it looks suspiciously similar to the one in the intro. Don't know why she would keep the doll, especially if she just met YB.
For sure, you don't know a nigga like that.
Is that not weird? But like I said, she's 11, so I digress. Coraline's dad tells her to explore the house, you know, count the doors, kill some bugs,
the door.
look out the window.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was a game on Then to see it was on DS. I told you it was on DS, bro. It was on DS, bro. She had the game too, bro. Cause I remember the bug smashing. Nah. Cause I remember it was a bug smashing mission, bro. And I could not, I hated that shit so much. Because I was like, what am I missing? Good times, bro. Good fucking times.
Unpack, hold up, Detroit? When Coraline stumbles across
Detroit. I hate
door
Detroit.
in the living after her freaking doll teleported next to it. Like, come on, you gonna tell me you didn't question how she got there? Coraline tries to open the door, but it's locked, so she calls in her mom to open it. She looks so mad. It's hilarious. Coraline's mama opens the door, and it's just a brick wall. Later that night, Coraline goes to sleep after the worst looking dinner I've ever seen in a movie.
That shit. No, you know what? That's some protein, some jelly. No, that's stew. That's a stew. Yeah, the vegetables just got steamed and they soft, so it's like steamed, like, you know what I'm saying, and then you mix up some broth with the vegetable. That's some exquisite meat, right? That's some exquisite meals right there. You know what I'm saying? You got the chicken broth and you got the vegetables steamed with the chicken broth. Exquisite eats, if I do say so myself.
Bro, I get that you guys are broke, struggling, but come on, y'all
Exquisite
whip up an
eats.
egg. But as Coraline is sleeping, these might start manifesting in the brick wall behind the small door. Really embracing that NYC lifestyle I mentioned.
For sure, I
These
just
same
said
mice
that.
eventually lead Coraline back to the small door, but when she opens it this time, it's a blue portal. And I'll be damned if I went in there without knowing what's on the other side. Definitely not now, and definitely not when I was a kid. Coraline goes through the portal because she's braver than me, and when she gets on the other side, it's not something you would expect. She goes through, and it's the exact same room she was just in, but something feels a little different. Then she walks into the kitchen and sees her mom, but with buttons instead of eyes. This is her.
Dun dun
I don't
dun.
know how she's so composed. I would have been screaming right now. This is how it would look in real life to have button eyes. Yeah, no, I'm breaking down into
No,
the other mother was actually
fucking,
whipping up some.
that's a cursed image of death. Jesus, I'm scarred. That image was cursed. What the fuck was that, bro? You could have gave me a warning. Like, this man is not giving us no warnings throughout this entire video. Just jump scare, jump scare, jump. Like, give me a break, okay? Give me a warning or something. Give me a little dun dun dun. Give me something. I don't know what's happening. Like, damn.
Some dinner for Coraline, which is pretty convenient considering the other stuff that she had to eat. It's
That
almost
slap.
like she knew. And
That
while she
slap.
eats for dinner, Coraline meets the other father. Coraline's other father is an interesting character because he's a king. So he sings a song for her, and then dinner is ready. Hey, I can't lie. This food looks finger licking. It even had a little gravy tray. The magical cake, maybe this world isn't so bad. Coraline has to bed.
sure.
She has stuffed animals
shit
that
was
talk,
fire.
bugs that talk, pictures of people talking. Wow, this dude is hideous. Coraline goes to
Boy
sleep
got
and
that-
sadly
yeah.
wakes up back.
That boy got that Agent 00 full head. God damn, Agent. This is Agent. Dead ass. You can't tell me this is not Agent 000 right there. God damn, that motherfucker. Yee.
Wow, this is hideous. Coraline goes to sleep and sadly wakes up back to a no gravy train having reality. On the bright side though, her rash is gone. Bad side, door is closed. And her parents are not believing a single word that she says about the other world. Her mom sends her to go meet the neighbors downstairs, but before she does that, we meet the dancing blue Russian man, Mr. Babinski. When I
Mr.
first watched the movie,
Babinski.
I was suspicious since the mice came from his apartment, but he actually warns Coraline, telling her, Caroline, the mice.
Jumping mice?
The mice said do not go to the door. They said it is dangerous. Here, Heartbeat. Coraline goes
Here,
downstairs
Heartbeat.
where
I
she
love
looks
that
sweet
nigga,
and
bro.
forcible.
I
My
love that
goodness,
nigga, bro.
Are these two a lot? First of all, they have like 18 dogs. They argue over everything. And later in the movie, I don't even want to talk about it yet. But these two are into that magic stuff, you know, fortune telling. And Miss Fink tells Coraline she sees danger in her future, while Miss Forcible says she sees a giraffe in her future. But either way, to be very, very careful. And then she leaves. Coraline sees why do you exist, YB? And he tells her that he's never been inside the Pink Palace because it's dangerous. And his grandma had a twin sister who disappeared there when they were little. And on top of that,
I gotta go.
Very suspicious indeed. Must be the trap. Later that night, we see Coraline leave out some cheese for the mice, who again lead her back to the portal. And again, she sees the other mother, who's again whipping up some dinner for her. And she sends Coraline to go get the other father, because he's as hungry as a pumpkin. And when Coraline goes outside, she sees this beautiful garden. I mean, it's magnificent. I don't know if Coraline's that dark, my boy. After her mother introduces Coraline,
that's Carlicia right there. Hey, that's Carlicia. That ain't Coraline. That's Carlicia. Yes, sir.
He can't talk. Coraline, is that not weird? Coraline and Mute Wybie go watch a show hosted by Button Eye and Mr. Babinski. It's nice. It's fun. Coraline goes to bed with 3 people watching her. I don't know how she does this. She wakes up back to the terrible reality. And when she runs to check the door this time, it's locked. Coraline asks her mom why she locked the door, which she proceeds to say is because she found rat boo-boo on the floor. That's disgusting. Coraline goes all emo white kid on her mom, saying, "Get the freak out of my house, mom!" And that's exactly what she does. So while she's gone, Coraline finds the key
just like a regular white parent would. Listen to your kid. That's crazy. Could not be me, my boy.
Pretty dumb hiding spot in my opinion. She opens the portal, this time during the day, and goes through and meets the other cat, or at least what she thought was the other cat. He's really just a regular cat. It just happens that he can hop dimensions and talk in this one. He tells Coraline that this world may seem to be all peaches and roses, but it's not. The Mute Wybie told him so. Kitty Cat runs off. Coraline and Mute Wybie go to Spink Enforceable show, and my goodness, this is probably the most out-of-pocket stuff I've seen in a kid's movie.
Got the motherfucking shit out in the ew.
Earlier, I can't show it on YouTube.
Yeah, you can't. Bit got the biddies out with a pasty on. That's crazy. Bit dead ass had the biddies out with just a small ass pasty on it. I'm like, oh, say less, say less, boy. I'm about to go crazy. My little 11-year-old self. I'm going crazy. Nah, bro, that was funny, bro. Nah, that shit was wild.
But trust me, it's bad for a PG.
Yeah.
Just imagine the Little Mermaid was built like Ursula. That's all I'm gonna say. After the show, Coraline goes back up to the house
for sure.
Stuff starts getting very disturbing. When they get back upstairs, the other parents offer Coraline to stay here forever. Infinite food, infinite events, infinite gravy trains, and obviously Coraline is very happy to do so. But the condition is, in order to stay forever, Coraline would have to sew buttons into her eyes. And it gets worse, because after Coraline says no and tries to run upstairs, she finds out she cannot go home. Coraline tries to run away and runs into the kitty again, where he reveals the truth. The other mother pretty much created this whole world to impress Coraline. But why? Well, she might want to eat her. Kitty Cat kills one of the mice who tried to warn the other mother of Coraline's arrival. Guess you could call him a rat.
I got it. Gee Whitakers, buddy, you're funny.
And Coraline goes back inside to try and get through the little door. But she's stopped by this huge Sam Sulek looking costume, which ends up being a whole room of insect furniture with the other mother waiting for her.
Nah, why the cockroach said that, bro? Why the cockroach said? The cockroach said. Ugly. That boy ugly as hell, boy.
Which ends up being a whole room of insect furniture with the other mother waiting for her. Ugh, even a bug chair? That's nasty. Coraline and the other mother argue, and the other mother reveals her true form. Well, like stage 1 of her true form, which is bony, creepy, and tall. Like, what are you doing? The Lakers need a backup center, my boy.
For sure. AD needs some help.
Where she meets the ghost of the Beldam, aka the other mother's previous victims. My goodness. They ended up going through with the bun procedure and getting Ian alive. By the way, this one right here is Wybie's grand auntie that went missing. Rest in peace, my boy. They asked Coraline to help find their eyes before she escapes in order to...
Nah, she creepy. I'm sorry, baby. Close your mouth or something. Like, god damn.
Yeah, you're tripping. I'm supposed to risk getting Ian because y'all were dumb enough to put buttons into your eyes? The Pilgrim Kid, I'll cut you some slack. Life must have sucked back then, I know. Latest time in your life must have been the Salem witch trials. Coraline agrees to help the kids when she's suddenly pulled out by these mysterious hands, which just ends up being the Mute Wybie, whose mouth got freaking sewn into a smile on some Joker stuff by the other mother. That's tough. He helps Coraline escape back through a little door, sadly unable to escape himself since he's made out of sand. Rest in peace, my boy Mute Wybie. Coraline gets on the other side.
Damn, I forgot about that.
She's finally home, but the house is empty. Then she hears the doorbell ring. Opens it, and it's "Why were you conceived, Wybie?" Coraline tells him about everything that's happened, and he's pretty much like, yeah, She's crazy. Coraline's parents are missing, so obviously she goes to the incredible Spink and Forcible for some help. That's where they give her a handy dandy crystal that you could look through. That'll be important later. Coraline cries herself to sleep like a baby. Relatable. When she's woken up by the kitty in the middle of the night,
The
he shows her
fuck,
that her
nigga, my man, don't be up in my face like that, boy. You me. Fuck you thought, like, you know what I'm saying? What's up with you? Don't be popping up in my face like that. I don't care who you is.
Captured. The other mother has taken them. Coraline finally gets rid of the doll, goes into her Terminator mode. She's determined to save her parents now, so she suits up and ventures back to the other world with a plan. Oh, heck no. What happened to the other father? Coraline challenges the other mother to a game. Coraline has to find the ghost kid's eyeballs and her parents, and if she loses, she has to sew buttons into her eyes. They agree. Coraline goes to the first location, the garden. She finds out the crystal the old ladies gave her allows her to see through walls and locate the kid's eyes. Very convenient. Other father, like the king he is, gives Coraline the first eye. R.I.P. the king. Next location is the theater, where other Spink and Forcible are actually two pieces of candy. Coraline makes a bunch of bats swarm them, and she takes the second eyeball, which leaves her with one final eyeball and her parents left. Last location is a circus tent with other Mr. Babinski, who actually turns out to be controlled by a bunch of rats. And while the rats are running away with the eyeball, Coraline decides to throw her most useful item out the freaking door. Luckily, Kitty Cat caught the rat, and the whole other world starts crumbling since Coraline drained it of its power. Coraline finally confronts the other mother, who is now, what happened to you? Now freaking full spider mode. Other mother doesn't let Coraline leave because she hasn't found her parents yet. But Coraline does an insanely smart play and distracts the other mother long enough to find the snow globe where her parents are trapped. derekFDB levels of intelligence, if I do say so myself. Coraline throws her only ally at the other mother, and while he scratches away at her face, Coraline takes approximately 6 to 8 business days just to start moving. But then by the time she does, the other mother goes X Games mode and makes a huge spider web and starts tweaking. Coraline narrowly Dora thanks to some anime logic afterlife help from the ghost children, and finally frees her parents from the horrible clinches of Detroit. Am I too mean to Detroit in some of these videos?
No, you're not.
I'll pick another city to pick on. I got y'all.
Yeah, exactly. You're not. Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas. You good. You good, my boy.
The wheel spoke, guys. It's out of my hands. Coraline's parents don't actually remember anything, so Coraline's the only one who knows anything that happened. But it's not over yet. Later at night, after having a dream with the 3 ghost children, they tell her she's still in danger and has to get the key as far away as possible. So Coraline decides to go take it to the well, and right as she's about to drop it in there, the other mother's hand comes out of nowhere from the top rope and starts scrapping with Coraline. But luckily, our boy, why did your parents have to meet YB, comes out of nowhere and grabs the hand, helping Coraline smash it and throw it into the well. The movie ends with Coraline and all her neighbors working on the garden, and we finally get to meet Y-Born's granny. This movie teaches you appreciation, because it's way better to live with the parents that you may argue and fight with than to have a beautiful fantasy world where you get stupid amounts of food and whatever you want, but in exchange, you gotta sew buttons into your eyes.
Yeah.
Would it really be that bad though? JK. If something like that happened to me though, I know exactly.
Listen, I don't trust you, my boy. I'm not gonna lie. See, I told you he was gonna fucking jump scare me, bro. I knew he was gonna do that shit. I'm gonna play it though, but like I knew he was gonna do it, bro. I don't trust this nigga, bro. Alright, I'm done with the video. Fuck you, bro.